In the stillness of twilight, when the world seems to hush and the veil between the past and present thins, we often find ourselves drawn to the relics of memory, those tender, tangible echoes of lives once intertwined with our own. Among these, photographs of the deceased hold a uniquely sacred space. They are not just images captured on paper or pixels, they are portals to laughter shared, tears shed, and moments that shaped who we are. Yet, beneath their quiet beauty lies a profound mystery, a whispered caution that has reverberated through centuries of spiritual wisdom. What should you never do with photos of the deceased? This question, steeped in reverence and enigma, was one that Edgar Cayce, the enigmatic American psychic known as the Sleeping Prophet, pondered with a depth of insight that continues to resonate today, his teachings born from trance. Like readings that bridge the earthly and the ethereal, offer not only warnings but also a path to honor the departed in ways that heal both the living and the souls beyond. Edgar Cayce's life was a testament to the unseen forces that shape our existence. Born in 1877, he became renowned for his ability to access profound spiritual knowledge while in a state of deep meditation, offering guidance on everything from health to the afterlife. Among his many revelations, Cayce spoke of the delicate relationship between the living and the dead, emphasizing that photographs, those frozen fragments of a person's physical form, are an energetic imprint of the soul. To mishandle these images, he cautioned, could disrupt the natural journey of the spirit, tethering it to the earthly plane or creating disharmony for those left behind. This belief was not mere superstition, but a reflection of his understanding that everything, even a simple photograph, vibrates with energy that interacts with the world around it. To hold a photo of a loved one who has passed is to hold a piece of their essence, a sacred trust that demands respect and mindfulness. The implications of Cayce's teachings are both profound and practical. Photographs of the deceased are not mere keepsakes. They are conduits of memory and spirit, capable of influencing the emotional and spiritual atmosphere of a space. Misusing them, whether through carelessness, superstition, or ill intent, can create ripples of negative energy, affecting not only the living but also the departed. For instance, using such images to invoke fear, as in certain misguided rituals, or to manipulate others emotionally, can attract unwanted spiritual attention or burden the soul with unresolved ties to this world. Cayce warned against discarding these photos thoughtlessly, as if they were insignificant objects, for such an act disrespects the memory and essence they carry. Instead, he urged that they be treated as sacred relics, placed in spaces of peace and used in ways that promote healing and remembrance. This perspective aligns with ancient traditions across cultures where images of the deceased are often handled with great care. In some societies, photographs are kept on family altars, surrounded by offerings of flowers and light, as a way to honor the spirit without binding it. In others, taking photos of the deceased or displaying them publicly is avoided altogether, out of a belief that such actions might disturb the soul's rest. These practices, though varied, share a common thread of reverence, a recognition that the image is more than a visual representation. It is a bridge between worlds. Cayce's insights build on this wisdom, adding a layer of understanding about the energetic interplay at work. He suggested that the soul's connection to its physical form does not fully dissolve at death, but lingers for a time, making the handling of photographs a matter of spiritual significance. Adding a new dimension to this narrative, let us consider the concept of energetic resonance in photographs, a theory supported by emerging research in energy fields and consciousness. Modern studies suggest that objects, including images, can retain a subtle imprint of the emotions and experiences associated with them. A photograph of a loved one, taken during a moment of joy or sorrow, may carry that emotional signature, subtly influencing the environment in which it is kept. This idea complements Cayce's teachings, suggesting that a photo placed in a space of conflict or negativity might absorb and amplify those vibrations, creating a cycle of unrest. Conversely, when surrounded by love and intention, the same image can become a source of comfort and peace, radiating a calming energy that soothes grief. This understanding invites us to be deliberate in where and how we display these images, ensuring they are housed in environments that reflect the respect and love we hold for the departed. Beyond the spiritual and energetic, there is also a deeply personal and psychological aspect to how we interact with photographs of those who have passed. Grief is a labyrinth of emotions, and images can serve as both a balm and a blade. They can transport us back to moments of connection, offering solace in the face of loss, yet they can also trigger waves of pain if viewed without preparation or support. Mental health experts advocate for mindful engagement with such images, suggesting rituals like setting aside specific times for remembrance or sharing stories with family while looking at photos. These practices transform the act of viewing into a healing process, allowing emotions to be expressed and processed rather than suppressed. Cayce's teachings resonate here as well, as he emphasized the importance of intention in all interactions with the spiritual realm. Approaching a photograph with a heart full of love and a desire for healing can turn it into a tool for closure, rather than a source of prolonged sorrow. The digital age has further complicated our relationship with photographs of the deceased, introducing new challenges and opportunities. Social media platforms and online memorials allow for widespread sharing of memories, connecting distant loved ones in collective remembrance. However, this ease of access also raises ethical questions about privacy and consent. Sharing a photo of a deceased loved one without considering the impact on others or in ways that sensationalize their passing can dishonor their memory and cause distress to those still grieving. Cayce's warnings about misuse take on a modern relevance here, reminding us that technology does not diminish the spiritual weight of these images. Instead, it demands greater responsibility. When posting or sharing such photos, we must ask ourselves, does this act honor the departed? Does it respect the feelings of those who knew them? By grounding our actions in mindfulness, we ensure that digital spaces become extensions of the sacred, rather than arenas for thoughtlessness. Another layer of value to explore is the role of photographs in intergenerational storytelling, a practice that preserves not just memory but also identity, creating family albums or digital galleries that pair images with narratives, stories of a grandparent, a courage, a sibling's humor, or a parent's wisdom can be a powerful act of remembrance. These collections become more than archives. They are living testaments to the legacies that shape us. Cayce's belief in the soul's ongoing journey suggests that such acts of storytelling might even reach the departed on a spiritual level, offering them peace through the knowledge that their lives continue to inspire. This practice also serves the living, fostering a sense of continuity and belonging that can ease the sting of loss. Imagine a child years after a loved one's passing, flipping through a carefully curated album and feeling a connection to someone they never met. This is the magic of photographs when handled with care, a bridge across time that keeps love alive. Let us also consider the practical aspects of preserving these sacred images, for they are irreplaceable artifacts of personal history. Physical photographs can fade, tear, or be lost to time, while digital files risk corruption or obsolescence. Taking steps to protect them, whether through archival storage, digitization of old prints, or secure backups of digital images, ensures that future generations can also connect with their roots. This act of preservation is itself a form of reverence, a commitment to honoring the past. Cayce's teachings remind us that such care is not just about the material object, but about the energy and memory it holds. A photograph safeguarded with intention becomes a lasting vessel of love, a beacon for those yet to come. As we navigate the complexities of memory in an ever-evolving world, new technologies like virtual memorials and holographic displays may redefine how we engage with images of the deceased. These innovations hold promise for creating immersive experiences of remembrance, allowing us to see and hear loved ones in ways previously unimaginable. Yet the core principles remain unchanged. Respect, intention, and love must guide our actions. Cayce's insights serve as a timeless compass, urging us to ensure that even the most advanced tools are used in ways that honor the spirit rather than exploit it. A virtual memorial, for instance, should be a space of peace and tribute, not a spectacle that diminishes the dignity of the departed. There is also a cautionary note to sound about the use of photographs in spiritual or energy healing practices, an area where Cayce's influence is still felt. Some practitioners use images to connect with the energy of the deceased, seeking to facilitate communication or resolve lingering issues. While this can be a meaningful process for some, it must be approached with discernment. Without proper knowledge and ethical grounding, such practices risk becoming exploitative or harmful, potentially disturbing both the living and the dead. Cayce himself warned against engaging with the spiritual realm without preparation, emphasizing that love and respect must always be the foundation. If one chooses to explore this path, it should be with trusted guides and a clear intention to heal, never to control or sensationalize. The emotional landscape of grief further underscores the need for care in handling photographs. Each image can evoke a spectrum of feelings, from warmth to anguish, depending on the context and the viewer's state of mind. Creating personal rituals around these images, perhaps lighting a candle while looking at a photo, or writing letters to the departed as a form of release, can help channel emotions constructively. These small acts of intention align with Cayce's belief that our thoughts and actions shape the energy around us. By framing our engagement with photographs in positivity and love, we transform them into sources of strength rather than triggers of pain. Reflecting on cultural variations adds yet another layer of richness to this discussion. In some traditions, photographs of the deceased are never displayed openly, kept instead in private spaces to avoid drawing the soul back to earthly concerns. In others, they are central to communal rituals, serving as focal points for collective mourning and celebration. These differences highlight the universal human need to honor the dead. Even as the methods vary, Cayce's teachings offer a unifying perspective, suggesting that regardless of cultural practice, the underlying energy and intention matter most. Whether a photo is hidden or showcased, the respect and love with which it is treated determine its impact on both the living and the spiritual realm. As we weave these threads together, it becomes clear that the question of what you should never do with photos of the deceased is not merely about avoiding harm, but about embracing a sacred responsibility. Never use these images to invoke fear or superstition, for such actions can create negative energy that disrupts peace. Never manipulate them for personal gain or to control others, as this dishonors the memory they hold. Never discard them carelessly, treating them as mere objects rather than vessels of spirit. Instead, let them be anchors of love, placed in spaces of tranquility, used in rituals of healing, and preserved with the care they deserve. In doing so, we honor not only the departed, but also ourselves, creating a bridge of light that transcends the physical and uplifts all it touches. In the quiet moments of reflection, as you hold a photograph of a loved one who has passed, remember that you are holding more than an image. You are holding a story, a soul's imprint, and a sacred trust. Handle it with the tenderness it demands, and let it be a source of comfort, connection, and peace. This act of reverence is a testament to the enduring power of love, a reminder that even in death our bonds remain unbroken. May this understanding guide you in honoring your memories with the grace they deserve, and may it bring you solace in the sacred journey of remembrance. Let this wisdom inspire you to cherish each photograph as a living echo of those who have shaped your life, and to approach them with a heart full of gratitude. In doing so, you participate in a timeless ritual of connection, affirming that memory is sacred, that love transcends time, and that the stories captured in these images are threads in the eternal tapestry of human experience. As you walk this path, may you find peace in the knowledge that through respect and care, the light of those you hold dear continues to shine, guiding you through the shadows of loss and into the embrace of eternal remembrance.